Oh yeah, it's the most wonderful time of the year. With much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing, and loved ones are near. It is the most wonderful time. I almost turned right into that missile. Yeah. Nice kill, William. Give me all your flares, your chaff, and your missiles too. Overkill. Damn, Will, you're a tyrant. Look at this man. Madman. Alright. Look, I'm sorry, that's not funny, but it kind of is because he turned right into that. Holy moly. It's Big Chris. Oh my gosh, by golly. What's up, Will? What's up, Chris? Big Chris. Big Chris is in the house. That's what's up, man. Man, haven't seen Big Chris in a minute. Anyhow, like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Every like, every subscription. Why? Dude, I was going in hard at the end. I realized how much of a points lead you had, and I was like, yo, I gotta, sh yeah, which I don't get your point. You're, welcome back, Chris. It's good to see you back, man. Hope everything's good for you, man. You know, family's all right and what have you. I don't know why you took a hiatus. You know, you never know. Ooh. I got better, buddy. We gotta fight. We gotta fight. I figured some things out. You and I we gotta duke it out. Yeah, for sure. Don't worry, don't worry. Will come in and throw stones at us. He'll favor you too out of sadistic bigotry. That's not what I wanted to say. I don't know. Jay might still be mad at me. He thinks I blow him up for my channel, dude, but it's like I blow him up because like he blows me up. It's bullshit. Like yeah, we both do it to each other, but it's like that was a good fart. Did you hear that? Did you get to hear that? That was a good one, man. That was compliments of don't strike a match. If you were to strike a match right now, that would be like a whole... Yeah, I'm curious to see how I square up against Big Chris now. I've learned some things. Let's see here. What's that super plane? What's the nuke called? The MPBM. Right? The super plane in this game, one of the futuristic or sixth gen planes, if you will. It's got the nuke on it. You shoot it and it blows up like a big massive area. Yeah. For sure. That's actually one of my clips. Like if you go on my channel, one of my clips is I'm knife fighting with this guy, post stalling around him. And I don't know how to get around that. I agree with you, but like when I edit it, that's the quality options I get. Like there's probably like an app I can download where like if I download the clip I want, it'll like crop it for the short maybe. But then you'll be looking at like a tiny Game Boy screen sized image. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Big Chris. He's all alone. And there's nobody there besides me. Yeah, well, somebody's already on me. We're gonna have to eliminate the threat. Man, Jay's causing a lot of stir up. I got people in my inbox. Jay sent mean things to me. I don't respond because I don't know what to say. Like, it's none of my fucking business. I don't... You know what I mean, Will? Like, am I wrong for that? Like, why are you messaging me about a quarrel between you and somebody else? Like, it doesn't make... That's childish. Like, very childish, I would say. I don't want to say that because I don't want to be mean, but I mean, like, that's... I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be worse. It's better to just say it like it is. Like, yeah, that's not... Like, he's got it in for him because he says he's cheating and he's mad about that. Okay. I don't want to be third wheel. Yeah, you survived Crystal and like 4 other people shooting at him. Alright, okay. Alright. Still bragging rights, huh? Big Chris. Like and subscribe. Yeah, gotta back off on the... Oh, come on, with my pants around my ankles. Ah, damn. Fucking Andy, man. Andy, man. Yeah. You gave me a nice little side of winders. Oh no, that was a cold shot. I just learned something new right then and there. Aww. No one knows what it's like. Oh, she's good. She's good. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. You're just used to those choked engines that starve for power. This thing runs like a fine, well-oiled machine, and let me tell you, it is beautiful. And in a lot of ways, I preferred over the TGM. Chris, these guys ain't gonna let us fight, but I guess that makes the fight more exciting too, doesn't it? You know, to be honest, like 1v1s kind of got boring. I feel like 1v1s with people throwing missiles at you too is like, it's like more like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do, man? Oh, I love 1v1s. I love the thrill. I love the adrenaline, not the energy. I wish people could be more like the Japanese traditional of the ancient times, like samurai way when it comes to like these kinds of games. Like people should be more humble about it. It's the way to be. You know, like all right, you suffer the humility of defeat, but all right, you know, like then suck it up. Try again. Yo, imagine if like all of us got like hired to be like drone pilots by the US Navy. They were just like, yo, these are the best ace pilots in ace. Hire them for the Navy drone squad. I think I'd do it. You wouldn't? You turn it down? You'd be like, nah, I'm good. Alright, well, you're going too deep into it. Like, just the shallow surface area of the concept. you know, like, we can keep. Alright. Alright, you know what? Why don't you two go to Island, ruin everyone's dreams, and have yourselves a fucking foggy, disgusting bug fell in your margarita, alright? How about that? Hope the sand gets stuck in the butt cheeks, too. Well, I mean, that, you know, that wasn't the drive. The drive was just to utilize skill. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because I don't like three-letter agencies showing up. Like, hey, we heard you're flying drones over there. Well, I was thinking like Grand Thumb, where they strap fragmentation grenades to drones and drop them into trenches. Yeah, I'm sure I could. Don't mean I want to. But you're talking about those. You're talking about a very small segment of drones, though. Like, there's other classes of drones. Like I said, U.S. Navy, meaning like my drone would be coming off of an aircraft carrier and surveilling like oceans and seas and getting fuel dumped on them by Sukhois and stuff. I wasn't thinking about Russians in trenches and stuff. Damn, it went through the flare regardless. Good fight, Chris. Good fight. If you like pina coladas. Yo, Chris is all over you. Yeah, buddy, you're in a block 3. I've been saying it for months and months and months and months and months that I believe planes that have the extra backseater have super improved. I believe they have improved radar systems. Somebody is on me, and it's not Big Chris. Ah, haha, I see you. Peekaboo. I see you. Shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Come on, baby, let my fire. Flaring on my wayward son. There'll be no more when you're done. Lay your weary frame to rest. Don't you fly no more. Come on, Will. You never help me out, man. I'm over here freestyling like top tier Weird Al sort of rewrite the lyrics into something funny related to Ace music, and you don't help me out. Nothing. Not even like a in the background. Nothing. Or like the yeah from the 90s. Missile evaded. Dun 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 dun. Tick tock, tick tock. Dun 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 dun. Damn it. Good game. If I had 2 more seconds. Just 2. Ba-da-da. Actually, you know what? If somebody doesn't already make space for me, I gotta make space. So wait for everything to flow up. Oh wait, I'm not the host, bro. What the fuck? I don't remember that. How crazy is that I host so much where I'm like, alright, bro, I gotta make some room here for my buddy. Ah, wait a minute. I can't do shit. No. Well, that's not very nice. Yeah. I don't ever engage in that because, dude, like, you can't win, right? Because you could be like, nice work out there, and then you'll get like a private message like, fuck you, man. Yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to like? So it's like, you know what? Don't say anything. Yeah, right. Imperial scum. What a bunch of milk drinkers. Hey, Kai, if no one tells you, you're alright, man. Thanks for tolerating us in your lobby, dude. Thanks for the game. Most hosts don't tolerate us, folks. They're like, oh, you won. Bye. We acknowledge you, man. You're cool. Will, why don't you take him under your wing? It's your turn now. Yes, it is. You have to pay it forward. That was the deal. Be a nice guy. Show him the ropes. This one's for you. Now, I'm not a man of math, but if I got 4 viewers, why do I have 3 likes? That's not very good. Musketeer. Lose the battle, win the war. So, put down your books and pick up a gun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. Cause it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. My next stop is Vietnam. And it's 5, 6, 7. Open up the pearly gates. Well, there ain't no Time to wonder why we all gonna die. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ring, ring, ring. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ring, ring. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Like my suspenseful music, Will? Is it making your skin goosebump? Dun-dun, dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Ring. Dun-dun-dun. Ring. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Ring. I bet you thought that missile was gonna hit me. I have you now. Ring. Ooh. Oh, firing at the merge. Alright, Kai. First rule of acism. Can't fire at the first merge. It's called leapfrog. Leapfrog, baby. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You could cut back. Oh, right now. Cut ties from all the lies that you've been living. Yeah, you could cut back, rewind it back. Or something like that. Cause it's you and me and all of the stallers trying to roll. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, I gotta go get points. I'm over here jerking off. Time to get some points. Ah. Well, that sucks. I'm cycling through my radar and it's not giving me the imminent threat. It's my favorite part of Ace Combat.
Combat time's up. We've still got a lot to learn.
You still got a lot to learn. Probably too. Wouldn't doubt. Who'd have known goldfish are this delicious? The snack that smiles back. Hey, Will. You okay over there? Yeah, you're a little quiet today. A little bummed out or something? Having a bad day? Boss call you a jerk again? Well, what's wrong? Why are you all quiet? Yeah, so like, what's up, buddy? Mach. Macho 7. Haha, I get it now. I get it. That's good. That's clever. You spent a lot of time coming up with that name, didn't you? So you could join and leave right after. Real nice. That's what I aspire for with all of my names. Looking good out there. Let's do this. Of course, Will is the last one to hit the X spot. Fair enough. Hey, better cut that out. What are you even doing that for, young man? Think you're funny or something?
This is AWACS Wingmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected.
I'm a real fun guy.
Take down as many as you can.
A real fun guy.
Call sign is Oscar 1.
Take that. Hold on to that for me. Ouch. Oh yeah? How about this? Ouch. How about this? Yeah. Big Chris.
Missile evaded.
Wow.
2 minutes remaining.
Roka Roja's most wanted, baby. Son of a bitch. Can a guy just fly? Dude, not in these skies, man. You know what I'm saying, Will? Yeah. Thanks, Will.
Combat time's up. You've still got a lot to learn.
What's that? I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure everybody was shooting everybody. It seemed like everybody I locked onto had like 2 to 3 bandits. Maybe. Oh, man. How about the weather? Like, nah, man. I'm talking about like, you know, this right here. Oh yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Or air brake a little bit earlier. You're more aggressive with your air brake. Hmm.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected.
Call warning.
Take down as many as you can. Call sign is
Call
good to
warning.
know.
Call warning. Missile.
Missile closing in aid.
Missile. 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 Call warning.
Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile fired.
Call warning. Call warning. Call warning. Call warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
3 minutes remaining. Lock on. Missile fired. In gun range.
B2 Spirit or AC-130? That's... what's the parameters here? Which one's better? Which one do I like more? Because which one's better? I don't think it's a fair question. Which one do I like more? Probably the B2. Since I got to see one at a very young age take off out of my local airport, and that was I will never forget that. I can't get in to fight him because everybody wants me. Everybody wants to kill me.
Forward to seeing you in action again.
Everybody wants to. Or something like that. Alright, is it working now? Yes. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say B2 Spirit, man. What about you? Where do you reside? Ooh, hope to play with you again. You know what, though? Hey, you know what? Respectfully, I'm gonna go start up a new lobby. Kind of tired of this guy with the pink screen and like taking forever. I'll see you. GG's, Crystal. GG's, man. All right, let's get the party started. You know what it is? I just don't like not being in control of my own lobby. Da, 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 da. And I'm tired of looking at Roca Roja. That looks pretty good. Uh, I don't have patience for that. I really don't. Like, you know, the whole let me sit. Like, I don't know. It comes off as a very young expression to do that. The world revolves around you. Everyone waits on you. Real nice guy. Real nice. Do I got enough FA-18s? No. Drawing a blank right now. There you go. Kaboom. Do I got enough FA-18s? No. You know, it when you truly like something, let me retract that. When you're truly content, you'll find that it's a lot more easier in life to be happier and enjoy things and appreciate them. And where that compares here is it's like to be content with one airframe with like a arguable mixture of two others just makes things easier. You can enjoy them more, you know? I can have multiples dressed in all different attire and different nicknames, and I feel like this one right now. You know what? Feeling like the Musketeer. you can do that. You can't do that when you got like 13 planes and God knows what kind of builds are going on and you can't keep things organized or whatever. Like, it's good to keep things nice and organized. So yeah, having multiple FA-18s, I stand by that. It's good. It's good for you. I like that. It's better. Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, technically, we do. We have that right here. That works. We could go for. We just don't have many options. Unless we were to just full blown, just be like, yeah, we're Mantis. Maybe that. Just the nose. Maybe so. Maybe just in general. Yeah, I think I like that better. Maybe just in general, too. No, that's not so bad. That sits up there nicely. Just leave it the way it is. Because then tomorrow I'll come back on and be like, what the hell did I do? What was it all for? Wow. Nobody to fly with? You know what time it is. Just give me a second. Trust me, you're not missing out. Nobody enjoys hearing a guitar get tuned. I don't even like it. My man. I don't know how they do it. Okay, I love spaghetti westerns. I love westerns in general. One of my favorites, most of my favorites, come from Clint Eastwood films. Okay, great western film actor. And that man will start a whole scene with a cigar hanging out of his mouth. And I can't play 10 seconds of a guitar without burning my damn eyeball out. Man's a legend. Acknowledge them for that. Stuff's crazy. See, that nail was hooking, and it was making the string pop. It's terrible. I don't want to hear none of that. wonder how far I can go with that. Let's do that. It actually sounds better one-handed. I'm I don't know. Can you attest to that? Do you concur? I don't know. It's one of my favorites of all, like the. Yeah. All of them styles. There's a lot of good styles out there, but I like that one the most. Mm-hmm. Hey! What's up, Wing? Chilling as well, dude.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as
Gosh darn, that was loud.
Call sign is Alpha 1.
Man, them jets coming ripping through. Like it's like. I had my earbuds like almost all the way up there. My headphones.
Missile.
Creeping.
Missile. Missile.
Missile evaded. Impressive.
Missile. 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 Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Missile evaded.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall
Thanks, man.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Iceman. Maverick.
Careful, enemy locked on.
Stall warning.
This is Tower Control to Major Tom.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Dun, 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 dun. Do you guys like that? You guys like that song? One, two, three, four. Earth below us, drifting farther.
Not hit.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. 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 Stall warning.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Evaded. Nice use of the clouds.
Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Missile.
Yeah, man, you gotta learn how to do the post stall. The post stall opens up everything.
Missile. Missile.
Missile fired.
Nah, the Gripen is incapable.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile closing.
Missile. 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 Missile.
What? Oh, it's Iceman. Okay. Yeah. I guess Iceman's like anti-postal.
Stall warning. Missile warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
You think special weapons shows skill? If you think special weapons is a show of skills, that's not a show of skill, friends. Wow. You guys should hear Iceman over here. He's calling me all sorts of nice things. All sorts of glorious things. Alright, so let me get this straight. You think special weapons, which requires less skill behind a piloting seat, is a better show of skill than special weapons disabled? You do realize Sidewinders force you to have to actually pilot your plane. You have to be better than the other pilot. Damn, dude. Yeah. How do we break through to this guy? Alright, some people you just can't help, so I muted them. That's it. That's done. That dude's going off on some weird deep end shit, dude. I don't want to hear none of that. That's yeah, like all because I said like you should learn how to post all. Like I'm not lying to you. Like that's literally a pillar of the game. Everyone should be learning that. Everyone. Like like absolutely. If you're new to the game, start learning. Learn now. Figure it out. And you want to know where you have a lot of fun post on? You play them single player missions. Doesn't matter what difficult. You don't need to be Mr. Big Man and play on the hardest fucking difficulty. Have some fun, kick back and enjoy the fucking game. Play it on normal and just post all around the helicopters and try to hit them with guns. Post all around the battleships. Try to hit them with guns. Just have fun. Like, and it really improves you. It really improves you because it really shows you that you can absolutely learn how to control and dominate the postal. You don't have to just wildly flip around like a lunatic. Yeah, man. This game's like Tony Hawk Pro Skater on steroids with the skill ceiling. Like, I started naming some of my tricks that I do now. Like, hmm I love this game, dude. This game is a lot of fun. Yeah, dude, I will take the time to 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 help you learn how to postall. Like, I sucked then. I was watching my broadcast from 5, 6 months back, and I was like, wow, did I learn a lot? I wonder if he muted Maverick yet. Or is he still tolerant? Hey, you know what? Venturo, fair warning. You might want to just go ahead and mute Maverick right now while you're ahead. Just because if you get into that game and you got to listen to what he's about to present you with for the rest of that match, you're going to be very upset with it. Believe that. Trust me. Let me unmute him real quick. I'm curious now. You want to play the game? What what kind of game? You know what? Maybe I'll keep you unmuted, man. This is prime time entertainment, if you ask me. You're doing great, man. Just roll out. Boom, boom. Oh, there you go. There you go. I like it. Little bumblebee attitude over there. Cheers to that. Which acronym do you have? That's all right, man. We were trying to tell you to mute Maverick, but you know what? He's cool. He's all right. He's just being goofy. But but Iceman, I'll tell you though, man. Like if you what?
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can.
Always, always, always.
Ammunition 0.
Nah, he did the right thing. Leave, come right back, pick a better plane.
Missile.
Why would you suffer a game with like a special weapon build, you know?
Missile. 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 Missile.
Yeah, definitely.
Fox 2.
Yeah.
Missile. 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 Missile.
You boys know what CFA stands for? Does anybody know what CFA stands for?
Missile. Missile.
Can't fly anything.
Missile. 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 Missile.
That's the can't fly anything 44.
Missile. Missile.
No!
Missile.
That's
Missile. 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 Missile.
the way I'm post stalling around, so like when the missiles leave, it looks like that.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Oh, hell yeah.
Missile.
It does look a little weird, and then like sometimes like if we're jousting and say the finishing move is a gun kill, you'll like fly like 500 feet past and then blow up, and then people get weirded out by that. But it's just the latency within the lobby. It's peer to peer. But some of it looks real goofy. Thank you, thank you.
Stall warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
You know, that's a good point. And there should be ejections. I think it'd be really funny to see like pilots ejecting and shit. Shoot the pilot ejected for extra points.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Yeah, successful ejection cuts down your revive time.
Missile. 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 Missile.
A lot of them do, actually. Which is kind of strange, considering, like, if you're under high G pressure, you may not be able to lift your arms up.
Combat time's up. Mission was a success. You won.
I wonder if the F-35 and stuff is like voice activated ejection. Hey Panther, eject, eject. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I would agree with that. I was in a lobby before and I ended up leaving because like the dude was taking like mad long to start the games. I was like, damn, Tuna. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's terrible. That's crazy. Can you imagine like how cool that would be? Someone knocks on your door, you answer the door, it's an ejected pilot. Dude, I would roll out the red carpet. I'd be like, "Yo, I got beer. What do you want? What do you want, man? Anything you want to sleep on my bed? You want to pet my cat? You want to sit on my favorite couch and watch TV? You want to watch how real pilots get down in Ace Combat? We don't eject. Ha ha. Relationship over. It does benefit post stalling planes. Like planes that post stall with the thrust vectoring do have a much more abrupt post stall, and they can do some pretty ridiculous things with it. But does it ultimately benefit you? I don't really think so. I think if you're turn rate fighting, it's going to give you the edge. But once it comes down to the post stall, that kind of goes out the window.
Missile. 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 Star one.
I don't know, but when you get good at it,
Missile.
like the F-18 and the F-35, I can make them appear to be full Colbert.
Missile.
It's just a matter of timing and chaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
No, you can post all in all directions. And then eventually, when you learn how to chain and stuff, you can like change your direction mid post stall, and you can get real complex with it. That's exactly what it. That's exactly what it is. Well, this is what it is. The missiles. What are they attracted to? Pay attention to where your missiles go after. They go after the tailpipes. So when I'm coming after you, I choose an angle that puts my engine to, say, a back angle of me that I don't want to be at. And then I'll do a quick post-stall change and snap my tail to the absolute left of that angle, and the missile will lose the track. It'll be stuck wanting to go in that direction because that's where I was. Because it's going after the jet engine. Like, yep. Yep. Oh! A cleaner, huh?
Combat time's up. Mission was a success. You won.
Yeah, you can slingshot the missiles. Like when you're post-stalling, and say I do a barrel roll mid post-stall, it'll rifle the missile. Like, dude, there's a... Okay, you know how rifling works in a gun for a bullet to be... Okay. Well, if you have open bore, you know, you don't get rifling. So if you have rifling, when you barrel roll the plane and you fire that missile, it gives it a rifling like experience. Just try it. Higher accuracy. He's still over it. There you go. It results in higher accuracy. Here, hold on. Give me a second. Higher accuracy. Give me a second. There. Pick a post dollar you like, whatever you like. Alright. No, I'll stick with the F-35 then. Yeah, you can fling your missiles, you can slingshot them, you can force them straight. You can do what that one guy said where he thought my missiles came out of the top of my plane. Like, that's just the post-all maneuver. Like, when you fire the missiles, they stay stationary to where you fired them. So when you do quick maneuvers, it alters the way it looks. And it looks like it's coming out the top of the plane. It's really not. If they wanted to, they really could just code it where you, like, self-destruct on your own missile. Because essentially what you're doing is you're, like, launching the missile as you go through it while changing the direction of your nose to sort of fling them. And they'll go out wide and come back in. Well, like, the missiles behave off of the posture of the plane. If you're fast, your missiles come off fast. If you're slow, your missiles come off slow. If you fire off of a post-stall, your missiles will follow the curvature of the post-stall. So, slingshotting, as people call it. Right? Yeah. Now, when you're post-stalling, you always want to be, like, for gun accuracy, point with that circle with the 3 lines. It looks like a rear end of an F-16. That's what you want to be pointing at, because that's where your gun's going to shoot. That's where your nose is pointed. And then the pipper is where the bullet is predicted to fall, but it's not always precise. It's accurate, but not precise. And the reason why I say that is because one thing a lot of people fail with the guns is they get either stuck on that pipper, or they don't think to continue to lead with the nose. You always want to be trying to lead with that nose in your post-all fight. Because when you lead your bandit's nose with your nose in the post-all fight, with that F-16 reticle, you tend to kind of end up behind your bandit. And then you got to learn how to post-all cancel. Post-all cancel simple. Just throw your stick forward and pull it right back down real quick. And that's how I'm doing this never-ending chain, just floating around looking crazy. I'm canceling and reactivating, canceling and reactivating. I can throw it into a falling leap and just start falling straight down. Like, you start to have control over these things. I can come up, helicopter myself above you, and then just be like, you know what, I'm going to change direction and helicopter myself down. I'm going to come back around and try to get around you. Like, start to have fun with it. And the easiest way to do that, single player campaign. Find a map you really like and just fuck it up. Post-all, guns, favor the guns. I'm telling you, favor the guns. It's hard and it's not satisfying in the beginning, but it gets easier and easier. That's alright. Post-all near the ground is really, really good to be doing. I have a lot of ground confidence because I do a lot of post-all fights on the ground. That's what me and Jay do a lot of the times. It's good because when you become acclimated to it, you don't get stressed out in those fights. Below 5. Make your what? Well, it does, but that's where you start to learn to pay a lot of attention to your radar. Who's shooting at you? What triangle's shooting at you? What's the trajectory? Where should I be turning towards so that when I'm curving naturally in the fight against my bandit I'm chasing, I'll be dodging them inevitably. You know, you have to pay attention to that radar, and then you learn how to post-all dodge missiles eventually. And then that's where, you know, it's just a matter of the more you do it, and the more exposure, practice makes perfect. It's an art, man. This like really, like being able to control this really in a way is like its own art. Like it sucks how slept on this game is. Like you're doing good dancing around over there. I see you. That's all right. Yeah. The basic Hornet, the Super Hornet, the FA-18F, and the FA-18E. Not the TGM and not the Block 3. They're my favorites. That's what I was flying with, absolutely. No, I stay away from the TGM one because I don't want anyone to... Oh. Mm-hmm. I stay away from the TGM just for credibility reasonings mostly, and I have one built just in case, because there are times like, you know, not everyone likes me, and that's fine. Or people get kicks out of ganging up on me. So a lot of times I'll have to deal with like gang ups, and it's like I need to have the most capable platform because I'm gonna tell you right now, a 6v1 is a very very difficult situation to be in. Doesn't matter like how terrible the players are. Like you're dodging 6 times 2 missiles all at once. It's a challenge. It's a challenge, that's for sure. But yeah, the FA-18F and E basic models, if you will half stall, but you can chain a full stall from them. Same with the Su-33, MiG-29, Su-30M2, Su. They're half stall. So a half stall is when you're just starting out and learning things and you perform the maneuver with the controls. The Hornet is capable of doing a 90-degree Cobra maneuver. Whereas the Su-37 or Su-57 or Su-47 or Su-30SM or F-22 or any of the 6th-gen space planes in the game, they'll do a full colbit, which means that they'll nose around. Just a basic input maneuver, you will be able to go nose to nose rapidly, and even multiple times in quick succession. And it's pointless. That much of it is pointless. Learning to control that and use it to maneuver around your bandits, that's the benefit. That's where the mastery comes in. But just wildly flipping around and just throwing out missiles and hoping for the best that's rookie stuff, man. Like and that's okay. You know, it's you're gonna start there, like, and you just dedication. You got to be dedicated to it. Don't give up. Take your beatings. If someone's better than you, be happy with it and try to be better than them. Like, that's it. Sometimes it's tough, man. Sometimes you'll take a beating, and I'll tell you, there's days where it's like, you know what, I gotta turn my mic off because I just want to get nasty. But you gotta take the beating. You gotta take the humility because like that's how you're gonna learn. And I think picking a half stall or a quote unquote mid tier plane is a good foundation because it'll force you to find the skill ceiling that will open your eyes where you'll be like, I can do anything. And when that happens, that's you're never gonna find that just dedicated to a full stall play. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, there's a possibility for it. But in my experience, my path was, I just like the Hornet and I like the Navy planes, so this is what I'm gonna fly. And it can do this. Oh, okay. Oh, it can do this. Oh, okay. And it just barrel rolled out of control. And it just takes time. A lot of it is not, I think the best way it was ever put was by Jay, which is a lot of things you can't even like teach people. It's just, it's almost impossible to articulate. It's one of those things where you learn it through experience. Oof. No, that's not true, because that actually, when it comes to that plane, it's okay. It's not too bad. It's my own personal theory. I don't know if anyone will agree with me, but I feel that planes that have double seaters have better radars. I feel like that's the case because, like, when I fly the FA-18E and F, the one thing that stands out the most is that I feel like I have more success of loopers out of the F-18F than the E. Loopers being missiles that keep coming around and catching.
Stall warning.
Alright, so when you do a post-stall and you get stuck flying backwards, the quickest way to get out of that, there's a few ways you can do to get out of it. One is dip the stick forward to cancel the post-stall and engage another post-stall. That's a little bit slower a method because there's another input that goes into it. Another, like, so if you throw a post-stall and then quickly throw the stick forward and pull another post-stall,
Stall warning.
you'll do what's called a canceled re-engage. And what that will do is like slingshot your plane into that drifting motion,
Stall warning.
which is what I'm doing
Stall
right.
warning. Stall 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 warning.
Yeah, it seems like that now, but then eventually you don't even think about it.
2 minutes remaining.
Stall warning. 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 Stall warning.
Oh, nice angle. Nice, nice. Nah, that was beautiful. That was good. And don't forget you have yaw inputs. Yaw inputs greatly affect the behavior of your post-stalls. Start getting used to your yawing now, man. And be careful not to double yaw, because that'll be autopilot, and that'll get you killed. It does happen, trust me.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
You'll be in like an intense fight, and then you'll accidentally double yaw and just straighten out and get nailed, and it's like, no!
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Oh yeah.
Stall warning.
And your radar's your best friend. Really start, if you're not already, dude, you gotta pay attention to your radar. That's how you know, that's your early fire warning system, really.
Missile. 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 Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Stall warning.
Mission was a success.
And you always flare at the end of a game. Always flare at the end of the game. It's customary. Sometimes you change your view. I do that a lot. Alright, I'm heading into the lobby. I'm not gonna tell you how to build your body on your plane, because I feel like that's subjective. Like build the plane's body based off of your flight behaviors. If you crave speed and instant speed, then you should probably build it that way. If you feel like you need to be stopping much quicker and you need air, then build air brakes. Like, if you don't need any of that, then don't use any of that. You know. Um, Hmm. Here. Merry belated Christmas. Um, this is what I'll tell you about ECU. ECU is not a bad part. It's not. Okay. For a long time, I postalled with it, and then one day I took it off, and then I would say, that part's a training wheel, and then I would revisit it, and then I'd be like, all right, it's not really a training wheel. It's understanding what ECU does to the plane is important. So what it does is, yes, it elongates your high G turn. Yes, it does. But by doing that, you suffer a decrease to your pitch authority. Your plane will have less pitch because of it. So you'll get a longer, more sustained, controllable high G. But by doing that, you'll suffer turn rate loss. Now, planes that will excel with that would be a Rafale or an F-15E or a MiG-21. But again, I really do think ultimately ECU might kind of just actually be a training wheel part because it's a lot better, in my opinion, to just fully understand an airframe and master it the way it is. And I think it's better to, instead of altering speed and all that stuff, go for maneuverability. I think pitch and super maneuverability is the way to go. The more you can turn that plane, the better off you are. Yes, are you going to sacrifice control by doing that? Yeah. What's control exactly? Control is the ability to dominate the nose authority and be able to have high gun accuracy because of how much control of the gun you have. That's the whole point of control. And better, higher tier planes are going to have much crazier control and be easier to do that. So that's why super maneuverability 1 is going to give you 4% across pitch, yaw, and roll. And if you do 2, level 2, it'll give you 8%. And then super maneuver, and then super pitch, or whatever the hell it's called, is going to get, I think it's like 80% pitch improvement or some crazy amount. It's honestly, that's the way I fly. To me, to put engines on seems pointless. I don't need to chase you. They're gonna come and try to blow me up. I don't need to fucking chase them. I just need to dodge them and blow them up. I want to be able to maneuver. I want to be able to tell my plane to do what I want it to do with the highest percentage of mobility. 100%. Yeah. And you like cars? Are you familiar with like horsepower, torque lines, those graphs, torque curves, and stuff like that? All right. Perfect. Real simple. You throw light blisk is your supercharger. Variable cycle engine is your hybrid of both supercharger, turbocharger, or you could probably say twin turbo, maybe more would be more accurate. And then the next generation engine is going to be your big snail. All right. It's going to give you top end, not low end. Variable cycle is going to give you a little bit of low end, a little bit of top end. And then light blisk is going to give you a whole lot of low end. But after you pass 1,500 of them ace ponies, speeds, or whatever they're called in the game, that's it. Part goes in the garbage. So, next gen is only going to really be like so when you throw those parts on, it changes the curve of how the planes behave and perform. So when you throw next gen on, you're going to have a higher top end, which means your entire power band is going to change. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that is it's not like, oh, it's a bad thing, don't do it. No, do it, have fun with it. But just understand that as you keep changing those parts, you're preventing yourself from truly mastering that airframe because when you do something like light blisk air brakes and then you go light blisk next gen or next gen variable, you're changing that line so much that you're constantly flying actually a different plane and you're not really giving yourself the opportunity to master it. So it's one of those things where it's like, if you feel like you need light bliss, go with it and stick with it. Stick with it. And you'll see when you change the part out, you'll go with something else because you'll get a little risky and want to, explore. Then you'll feel like it's horrible and you'll go right back to light blisk. And that's just because you'll truly have an understanding of how light blisk behaves versus next gen. But next gen is honestly not really a bad post-stall part either. I think for an engine part, it has a unique behavior for post-stalling. So does variable and so does light blisk. I don't like either of them. I think it makes them too hyperatic, and I'd rather just deal with the naturally aspirated behavior of the plane, and that's what works out for me. Now the I don't know if you got the picture I sent you, but the weapons loadout is the most important thing, and I think that weapons loadout is just there's bar none. There's no point in anything else. Um, Now, if your gun accuracy is like really abysmal, then maybe swap the gun out for something else like lock on speed or missile gas range or whatever. Just do something else if you're not going to be really, you know, maximizing the gun part, but work towards that gun part. Work towards waking up, logging on, and being like, I don't want to go without my gun. When you get to that point, that's a good thing, and that's what you want to aim for. And always fly with. I'm saying always fly with armor, and I'm gonna tell you why. If I hit you and someone else hits you, we get parts of your points. But if I hit you, you're dead because you're not wearing armor. I got all your points. You want to get hit by different aces. That way your points get spread out and you can hoard them.
Your call sign is Bravo 1.
When Jay and I were going back and forth with no armor and armor, like what we found is like in a 1v1 no armor versus armor wins like every time because you have to get hit so many times to die. Whereas no armor, it's basically 2 hits and you're dead. And there's some planes that are, they're a little bit beefier, so it's 2 hits and a gun spray. It's not a good posture. You definitely want armor. Oop. I went backwards into a mountain. I tried to save it, but it was too late. I don't know where on the map, but there is an arch. One of these mountain pillars has like a hole in it, and you can like post all through it, and it's pretty cool.
Caution. Pull up.
I think it's over here.
Careful, don't ice up in those clouds.
Caution. Pull up.
No?
3 minutes remaining.
Caution. Caution. Stall warning.
This map's not bad,
Stall warning.
but I think the best map is Waiopolo. It's got one of the best hidden secret gems of it. Fly beneath the cloud layer.
Caution.
Like everybody flies above Waiopolo mountains, but like if you fly below the clouds, there's literally like valleys and villages. It's fucking cool.
Caution.
Yeah, yeah.
Target is in gun range.
Missile.
M2 is hard to control, I'm going to tell you right now. She likes to fall. Now, that airframe, that's when I would say, okay, maybe go with pitch and light blisk, because you're going to want to be on and off the accelerator a lot to redirect your post-stall angle. Oh, I found the archway. I crashed into it. I didn't intend to crash. Okay, it's right there. I don't see it, but I see where I crashed. It was right here, wasn't it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's cool. That was terrible. I was like post-all drifting around out of the tunnel hole and then found myself in an inverted near the ground situation. Maybe ECU might be good for it. Like you got to test it. It might demand ECU. Maybe it has a really powerful pitch authority, but it sucks at stall rate. You throw ECU on it, and it cures that. You'll lose a little bit of that pitch rate, but it's not enough to maybe make it bad. You don't know. You got to find out. But that's how you go about the body parts. But when it comes to the weapons, what I sent you in your inbox there is, I think, the be all to end all, because that combination of high speed data link with homing, you get so much range out of that. The looper power is great with it. You can do other things, like you can sacrifice guns and go with like more fuel on the rockets so that they loop around longer. Like they'll loop for like I think a whole 16 seconds with level 2, which is fucking crazy if you think about it. It doesn't sound like it because you're like, oh, 15 seconds, but yeah, 15 seconds in a 5-minute match. That's a long time. Absolutely. And that's why, like, when you put on light blisk, you have to understand that by putting on light blisk, think like a car. When you're powering even more through a turn, you're going to lose that control. You're not going to be able to turn as better because you're going too fast. You're losing your traction. Right, right. Well, this game is literally just think drifting, but there's no roads. It's an open road wherever your tailpipes push you. And if you've ever you never played drifting games, like anything Need for Speed related, try to do some drifting, and the reason why is because that behavior is truly the behavior that is post stalling. And when you understand how to moderate your acceleration and being on it, being off it, being on it, being off it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yup. If you type in on Google like Ace Combat 7 data sheet, it should pop up. But the problem is the data sheet is based off of the original game, not including, you know, right. So I've heard there is access to the one with updates and stuff. I've not found it, but yeah, really just it's a good premise, and it gives you a good idea, and just testing, really ultimately testing the parts is what really opens up things. Yeah, but you can, yeah, but you remember you can chain it. Always remember that. I'm not a fan of saying that, oh, this one can only Cobra, that one, because at a certain point, they all Cobra it. Like, but getting good with the guns is very, very quintessential. Maximize every aspect of your plane's weaponry. If you think the bandit's about to cross your nose, fire the guns. More times than not, you'll get actual confirmed hits.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can.
It'll happen.
Your call sign is Alpha 1.
Caution. Pull up.
It's because that whole stick is a whole gear. You got to rotate that stick, whereas like a joystick is like minimal movement. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the HOTAS, and they don't last, and they're expensive.
Stall warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
And believe it or not, a lot of times, not putting acceleration input or air brake and just turning naturally
Missile.
gives you a lot more of a pitch rate than if you're high G'ing and accelerating and braking. And sometimes it's better to just let the plane turn itself. You'll see the behaviors. You'll see the behavior change, and then you'll see when you have to give it a high G input or give it some gas. You'll start to pick up on the signs. And
Stall warning. Stall warning.
that's pretty slow. I think I can get, let's see,
Stall warning.
I'm stalling out at
Stall warning.
1.
Stall
It's
warning.
not letting me stall out,
Stall warning.
but if I post stall enough, it'll let me stall out.
Stall warning.
So it's 150. 150 is my stall.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
But if I were to post stall at that speed anyways, I'd have no control. There's not enough power. In order for me to have control and power, I gotta post stall around the 400, 350 plus.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Yeah, that all persists and exists here.
Fail warning.
Another fun one that a lot of people miss out on is if you fly up to the altitude ceiling and just nosedive the
Fail
altitude
warning.
ceiling, your plane will
Fail
like
warning.
one absolutely 180
Fail warning.
immediately.
Fail warning. Fail warning.
That throws people off so hard. And like Dark Star pros when they figure that out. I think it's 11,000.
You're flying too high. You're gonna stall.
But like when you come up and around and then you go up into it, you just immediately drop like that.
Too high. You're gonna stall.
And it throws people off.
Fail warnings. Missile.
That, and I think this game does employ some mechanics involving air density.
Missile. Missile.
Because I find it's a lot easier to drift around my post stalls when I'm up here than when I'm near the ground.
Missile. Missile.
That's not a data fact, that's a gamer sense.
Fail warning. Fail warning. Fail warning.
Locked on.
Fail warning. Fail warning.
30 seconds remaining.
Fail warning. Fail warning. Fail warning.
Ah. My gamer sense is correct. I never thought to test it like that. That was good. That was a big brain moment.
Fail warning.
You're right. My low speed is all the way down much lower now. It's lower than 150.
Fail warning. 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 Fail warning.
Not in Ace Combat. They don't call it Strange Reel for nothing. It's shit's strangely weird. Like, dude, they do. Because, like, I watch Growling Sidewinder religiously, right? And, like, when I started watching him was when I started getting better at Ace because I started realizing, like, okay, this game isn't realistic, but it is the Need for Speed of the Gran Turismo DCS. So even though it's not realistic because it's so rapid, anyways, even though Ace Combat isn't realistic, it's still realistic to a degree of there's turn rates and there's speed management, there's energy management, and you do have to mind your positioning. Like you have to turn in relation to your bandit. You cannot. When you're dealing with a runner that wants to joust you, like they fly away real fast, turn back in and throw missiles, fly away, turn back in, real simple, turn the opposite direction of them. Like if they bank eastbound, bank westbound to meet them. It throws them off every time. Like it's just kryptonite to them. They don't know how to deal with it. The smarter ones, your Bayou Bengals, they're more experienced. He's very good at it. He's not going to be so easy to trip up with that. He'll see you trying to do that, and then he'll change his angle of direction. See, he's smart. He knows he's not a dummy, and so you got to be aware of that. But you got to be ready for him to do that. So Bayou's going to change it, then you change it up, and then you end up in the impeding chain. Yep, that's right. Those maneuvers work, dude. Those maneuvers actually work. Like if you're like, oh, I want to do a split S, there's a function to that. There is a function to those maneuvers. It's just at a much higher rate of speed. And to be honest, like I fucking like it. I like it. And I stick with Sidewinders only because honestly, I really believe it's a more personal experience. Like special weapons allow a lot of skill ceiling deficit or inflation. Like any bozo can fly an F-22 and nail even the best pilot with a QAM. Even any bozo can sight you in from a mile away with an EML and get that perfect timed shot. Like any bozo can line up SASMs. It sucks when you're jousting somebody and they're stone tossing you. Well, no. I'm not saying joust the SASM. I'm saying like you're in a fight with somebody else and a SASM guy locks you up. You're in a real day of hurt. You want my opinion on it? Only one plane should be having qualms. Well, now two. Now two planes should have qualms in this game. The F-35 and the F-A-18F Block 3. Because they are the only planes that feature the helmet-mounted display. They're the only planes that should be able to fire like that. That's my opinion, though. So the Su-30SM has quams. And that is one of, in my opinion, that's probably the best Sukhoi. A lot of people disagree with that. A lot of people feel the 37 is the best. A lot of people feel the 35S is the best, and a lot of people feel that the hell is it? Oh no, there is no other one. There's the 37 and the 35S that are like the ones that everyone is like, those are the tier. That's the ones. But the 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 um the the MiG 35 has a fan following, but the problem with the MiG 35 is they put it way too high in the points. That plane should have landed perfectly in 2500, just like the Block 3, because the MiG 35 really is the Block 3 is the Block 3 is to the Super Hornet, the MiG 35 is to the MiG 29. It's a modernized variant, so they really should have kept it 2500. I think the F-35 should be in 2500. I don't think it should be outside of that. It's really a baby F-22 with a half stall. It should have. I think it should be 2500, especially since the Block 3 is a better F-35. It even has more FORAMs than the F-35. Like has more flares than the F-35. Yeah, it is a shame. It really is a shame. So like I feel like the F-35 should really just they should have gave it some love or something, or maybe like took away the forams and gave it like HCAAs or something fun.
Ammunition 0.
Your call sign is Bravo 1.
Oh, nice.
Missile. 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 Stall warning. Stall warning.
Did you try it with ECU?
Stall warning. 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 Icing.
Oh,
Stall warning.
you did.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution, missile. Caution, stall warning. Caution. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Caution. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Yeah, I'm just changing my angle of direction and then re-engaging the post stall.
Caution. Pull up.
And the post stall like behaves in relation to my new nose point.
Stall warning.
That's why I'm helicoptering up, and then I'm gonna helicopter down, and then I'm gonna do a Cinderella into a flip around.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Yeah,
Stall warning.
I'm not a fan of the M2. You really that I think that's a very difficult plane to fly. Very.
Stall warning.
Enemy locked on.
Stall warning. Caution. Stall warning. 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 Caution. Caution. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Basically.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution. Pull up. Stall warning. 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 Caution. Stall warning. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Stall warning. 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 Caution. Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution. Pull up.
Combat time's up. The mission was a success. You won.
I like the Hornets. I think the Hornets are amazing. But that's because I spent a lot of time with them. Mm. Hmm. That's actually pretty cool. I wish I had more of them. Taste treats. That's pretty cool, man. I live next to an airport, and there's a lot of C5A action. So See a lot of those. Every now and then there's F-16s. Oh, absolutely. Good energy management and big picture thinking. An energy management pilot can absolutely destroy and thwart a post-dollar. The the F-15E, the Typhoon, the Rafale, all very, very incredible, very capable energy fighters. The F-14 is as well. The MiG-21. Eh. Unfortunately, the F-4 is just like the F-16. Like the way the F-2 behaves is the way the F-16 should be behaving as well. It should be in the ballpark as the Rafale, the F-15E. It's literally the greatest dogfighter in the world.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Bravo 1. There are thunderclouds in the area of operations. Watch out for lightning.
How'd that go? A single engine?
Enemy locked on.
Stability? Control?
Bravo 1, locked on.
Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Missile. Missile. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Missile. Star warning. Missile. Star warning. 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 Missile. Star warning.
That is pretty crazy, actually.
Star warning. Missile. Missile. Star warning. Star warning. Missile. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning. Star warning.
3 minutes remaining.
Star warning. Star warning.
No armor, huh?
Star warning. Caution. Caution. Star warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
The Rafale would be a lot better option for this fight.
Caution.
The Griffin's not bad,
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
but just nowhere near the Rafale or the F-15E. The E, not the J or the C, the E. The E is incredible.
Caution.
Say again?
Caution.
I think hands down is the best variant. Yeah. If you're talking about sidewinders only, guns, and just overall just airframe performance, the F-15E smokes the J and C. The J and C are great for your top speed maneuverability fighting, energy fighting, but the E does it all. The E is a dominant slow speed fighter and a dominant high speed fighter. Really?
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
I started facing towards you, and then I was gonna post all jink dodge, but I didn't have the timing out. Mm-hmm.
Caution. Caution.
I think it would be a lot better to stop firing from so far away and try to fire more up close and personal.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Do you have lock speed? Do you have lock-on speed?
15 seconds.
Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Caution. Stall warning.
Time's up. Mission was a success.
Stall warning.
Yeah, lock-on speed's a good thing for energy fighters because you get a lot of snap shot opportunities, and lock-on speed gives you the missile shot as well. Oh, the lobby. Sorry, I'm chewing on the mic. This thing is fucking delicious. Yeah, if you're running speed and homing, lock-on speed's a good choice, and firing in close range is going to be optimal. Because your missiles are coming off real fast, and they're locking up real quick. So that's not a bad snapshot build. The only problem with speed missiles is when it comes down to runners or other energy style fighting, they're not that great. Against a post-staller, they're pretty effective. I would say just get used to not running speed. Welcome back, Anne. Yeah, dude, I would say just don't run speed on your missiles. Put something else on. Dude, reload. Oh, absolutely. Reload's a pinnacle part. I'd give up damage before reload. Reload a presence alone lets you put so many missiles downrange. That puts so much pressure, causes them to make mistakes. Welcome back, M. I'm glad everything's good. Would you have like a hurricane or something? Yeah, anyways, no, there's no one else in here. I'm on my broadcast and it's 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 a lot of fun. Nah, Ace doesn't share voice on broadcast. That's crazy. So this dude's so your power went out. That's crazy. I've been there before. That sucks. But I was able to prep because it was weather related.
Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Alpha 1.
Missile.
The base game? Oh, this one's my favorite. I fly this one. I'm close to flying the most with.
Missile.
My F-35's got the most sorties though.
Missile. 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 Stall warning.
Oh, this one is disgusting at it. I think it's one of the better ones.
Stall warning. Missile. 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 Stall warning. Missile. Missile.
There's a lot of moments though where I'm crossing your nose, dude. You're not even firing your guns.
Missile.
You gotta start doing that.
Missile.
Like right now, you should have been on your guns. You would have been hitting me right there. That would have been damage points in your pool. Start trying to make yourself see those and take the opportunities. Fuck it if you miss.
Stall warning.
Yeah, I gotta keep you inside of a certain range. A range where I know I can out air brake you.
Stall warning. 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 Stall warning.
It'd be a lot different story if you were flying a Rafale.
Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning.
That thing, the Rafale and the F-15E can turn so good they basically don't even need to post all.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. 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 Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. ISO. Missile.
2 minutes remaining.
Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Missile.
And remember too, when you fire those guns off, remember it whizzes, it gives that whizzing sound. That puts stress into your enemy. Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm saying, like, reload is one of the greatest parts.
Stall warning.
because it lets you keep the missile pressure on. The guns whizzing by. Oh man, you have them sweating their joysticks so quick.
Stall warning.
Ah, ha ha. Gunshot, right? Yup, nope, gunshot. Hmm. That's the sauce, man. See, that's it.
1 minute remaining.
If someone's gonna cross your nose, throw some darts in the air.
Missile.
Yeah.
Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Yeah, some guys just stay on the guns the whole time like that. I mean, I don't really like to do that, but
Stall warning.
I like to finesse it. That's just me.
30 seconds remaining.
Caution. Caution. Stall warning. Caution. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Alpha 1 down.
Nice. Unintentional. I over-G'd and fell into the dirt.
Combat time's up.
Don't give a performance like that again. I'm telling you, try the Rafale. Try the Rafale, try the F-15E. The Typhoon's alright. The Typhoon just really excels at high, like mid to high speeds. You're not going to get away with low speed so much. It's a lot like the Gripen. The Gripen's a lot better at mid speed. That's where it dominates. You can, but it's such a difficult fight because you're constantly losing control over your nose because you lack the energy to move it. The Rafale. That Rafale, on the other hand, man, you could be all the way down in the dumps on speed, give it a little bit of gas and a little bit of nose pitch, and you're suddenly smoothing around. Like it. The same thing with the Eagle. Same thing with the MiG-21. You have a lot of time at the Gripen, right? Or no? That's why. You know its limits, so like you, without realizing it, you're performing the plane to a mastery degree of just not stalling out and having control. You know the limits of it. The Rafale smokes the Gripen. The Rafale smokes the Gripen like the F2 smokes the F-16. And the F-15 and the Rafale, I think, are basically the same. There's differences between them, like the Eagle's got more powerful engines than the Rafale, but the Rafale seemingly has a better turn rate. But they like balance out. It's really hard to say. It's one of those things where you got to just 1v1 an F-15E and a Rafale, and then you're like, oh, okay, I see. And then too, like, figure out what your plane likes. You know, like your plane might be a vertical fighter and not a horizontal fighter. Hmm. I want to make an eagle now. I don't know if I have room. It's not bad. I don't like the way it looks, but it's not bad. Yeah, yeah. I know a little bit about it. The NASA plane. Listen. Oh, and when you're flying weapons, special weapons disabled, you're flying Sidewinders only, make sure you're always equipping an air-to-ground ordnance. That's right. Because your air-to-ground ordnance costs 50 points, air-to-air costs 100, and when you reduce your points, that means you cost less. You're less rewarding to kill as a result. And a lot of planes benefit from it because there's a lot of planes now that when you do that, you'll be able to fit them into 2500 or less. Now, we're not doing a 2500 lobby, but if you were in a 2500 or less, just simply changing your special weapon from air to air to air to ground on, say, the Su-47 Burkut will let you fly at max out 2500. There's a couple other planes that are like that as well. Right. I think the Su-47 is actually pretty much. I think it's very much so a top tier plane. I think it's slept on and dogged on by a lot of people. I think a lot of people think it's not that great because this, that, and the third. But having flown it and learning to control it and know its limits and respect its boundaries, that plane is so ridiculous, man. Its agility to get around. The 47. It'll fly like an eagle and post all like a 57. And when you learn how to control it, forget about it.
Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Bravo 1.
Missile.
No. No, you just have a tremendous pitch rate. And you can do shit like that. Like if you stall it on purpose, you can do that.
Stall warning.
Careful, enemy locked on.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Missile.
Yes, it does. Yeah, you're feeling that pitch rate, aren't you?
Stall warning.
And remember, you don't have to always accelerate through a turn. You can just let the plane naturally go through its course.
Missile. Stall warning.
The Eagle's incredible too. If you don't like the way the Rafale looks, why the Eagle?
Stall warning.
It's they're. I think they're both the
Stall
same.
warning.
3 minutes remaining.
Minor differences, but they're in the same behavioral class.
Missile.
Enemy locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Oh, definitely.
Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Enemy locked on.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile warning.
Ooh, good guns, good guns.
Missile. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning.
Oof.
Missile.
Careful, enemy locked on.
It is. That's why I'm quiet. I'm thinking. I'm playing chess.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Bad timing for me to do that.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
30 seconds remaining.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning.
10 seconds.
Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning.
I don't know.
Combat time's up. The mission was a success. One.
The Eagle's nasty, man. That thing is just nasty. I. No, it can't, but it doesn't need to, man. It's just that good. I don't know. I haven't been around that long. You. I I haven't been around that long, man. I started playing about a year ago. And yeah. The Mirage is actually pretty damn good.
as many as you can. Your call sign is Bravo 1.
Missile. 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 Missile.
I think the Rafale was better. I'm all over that ass. That Rafale was a lot better.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Nah. Thank goodness, dude. This game would be terrible if you did.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
No, but I've always said it should. Like, if a bandit crashes, they should just give the last hitter the points or something.
Missile.
Missile incoming.
Missile. Missile.
In gun range.
Missile. 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 Missile.
That's how you're supposed to eagle.
Missile.
And then when you have to go slow, then you go slow. But really, I should be keeping my speed up with this thing.
Locked on. Target is in gun range.
How do you have it built, man?
Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution. Stall warning. 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 Stall warning.
This thing stalls at 150.
Missile. 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 Caution. Missile.
30
Missile.
seconds remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked on.
Caution. Pull up. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution. Pull up.
Missile fired.
Oh, nice.
Mission
Stall
was a
warning.
success. You won.
You don't like you don't like the Mirage then. Not sure how I'd build a Mirage. Oh, that's a good one. There it is, the Foxhound. The Foxhound's pretty good, man. I think it's. I'm building one right now. Yeah, I think that one's incredible. That's an incredibly good plane. Very slept on. Yes, absolutely. The poisonous platypus, Su-34, side by side seater, things incredible. Post stalls and everything. I'm not sure. It's more. It's more like it more so applies to the energy management fights. You'll see it really take effect there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just tired. Yeah, I'm gonna apply the 34 this one. Why? Um,
This is AWACS Wingmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Bravo 1.
Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Missile in the air.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Missile fired.
Stall warning. 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 Stall warning.
huh. Yeah, that sucks.
Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Missile.
Enemy locked on.
Missile. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy locked on.
Caution. Missile. Missile.
Bravo 1 down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely got to bounce this one. I can't even keep my eyes open.
Caution. Missile. Stall warning.
As Su-34 is also nice because it post stalls and it gets HCAAs.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile.
Enemy missile
Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Stall warning. Caution. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
combat times up.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, man, no problem. It's a lot of it, a lot of the other stuff, it'll just come. You'll be flying and like a moment will happen and you'll be like, whoa, wait a minute, I can do that. Indeed. Beezy dude, GG's man. Peace. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Good night, y'all. Peace.